Imagine the impact of his goal. 5 million women engaged in micro-enterprise means we will be helping about 25 million Filipinos. Ayala Foundation USA has generously offered to help spread the good word about Pinoy Me and to accept donations coming from the United States. On behalf of the Pinoy Me Foundation, I thank them for their support. I invite all of you to join us in this great campaign to uplift the lives of 25 million Filipinos. I also appeal to those who may not be Filipinos, but who may likewise feel compassion for the poor who need only $100 to start a micro-enterprise and improve the lives of their families. This is a new kind of people power that we hope will dramatically reduce poverty and restore the dignity of the poor in our country in the long run. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay and God bless.
To move on to the conferment rites, may we call on the University and Board Secretary, Mr. Renato G. Hinco, for the reading of the Board of Regents resolution.
Republic of the Philippines, Bicol University, Legazpi City. Board of Regents Resolution number 053, Series of 2011. A resolution approving the posthumous conferment of the degree Doctor of Humanities Honoris Causa to Her Excellency Corazon C. Aquino, 11th President of the Republic of the Philippines, Founder and Chairperson Emeritus of the Pinoy Me Foundation, and recognition of her exemplary contributions to poverty alleviation through her work in promoting microfinance in the countryside, thus providing the poorest of the poor the opportunities to access financing for livelihood and skills training, thereby actualizing a new form of people power.
Thank you, Mr. Hinco. We shall now proceed to the main highlight of the ceremonies, the reading of the conferment citation and the conferment of the degree. To do this, may we call on the chairperson of the Commission on Higher Education and of the Bicol University Board of Regents, Dr. Patricia B. Licuanan.
For her remarkable and exemplary achievements as the 11th President of the Republic of the Philippines, for having been selected as Time Magazine's Woman of the Year in 1986, and having received the Eleanor Roosevelt Human Rights Award for her valuable role in the restoration of democracy in the country, for having been acknowledged worldwide as an advocate of democracy, peace, women's empowerment, and religious piety, for having been a recipient of various awards such as the J. William Fulbright Prize for International Understanding from the United States Department of State in 1996, the Ramon Magsaysay Award for International Understanding in 1998, the David Rockefeller Bridging Leadership Award, and the Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolent Peace Prize, for having demonstrated exemplary commitment to nation building and love for her fellow Filipinos, which is worth emulating, for having contributed to poverty alleviation in the country through her work in microfinance, providing opportunities for the poorest of the poor to have access to financing for livelihood and skills training, and for her inspiring vision to elevate microfinance as an effective mechanism to stir progress and development in the countryside as an actualization of a new form of people power, for having been a worthy model of the 4 pillars of the university: scholarship, leadership, character, and service, the key values which all graduates of Bicol University are expected to live by. Wherefore, by virtue of the powers vested in us as the chairperson of the Commission on Higher Education and of the Bicol University Board of Regents, upon the petition of the Academic Council and recommendation of the University President, and the unanimous approval of the Board of Regents in its meeting on December 21st, 2011, through Board Resolution Number 53, Series of 2011, we hereby confer posthumously upon former President Corazon C. Aquino, 11th President of the Republic of the Philippines, the degree of Doctor of Humanities, honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, privileges, duties, and obligations appertaining thereto, this 17th day of April 2012 at Malacañang Palace. Signed, Fay Lea Patria M. Lauraya, President, Bicol University; Patricia B. Licuanan, Chairperson, Bicol University Board of Regents.
At this point, may we invite the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III, to do us the honors of representing the honoree throughout the conferment rites. The academic robe, hood, and cap, which are the ceremonial symbols of the honorary doctoral degree, shall be handed over to President Benigno Aquino III by the President of the Bicol University, the awarding academic institution. The Bicol University President, Dr. Fay Lea Patria Lauraya, shall be assisted by Congressman Rodel Batocabe. A most fitting culmination of the conferment rites is the awarding of the diploma and the plaque of commendation. To do us the honors of awarding the diploma is a distinguished senator of the Republic of the Philippines, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Education, Arts, and Culture, and member of the Bicol University Board of Regents, Honorable Senator Edgardo Angara. And to award the plaque of commendation is CHED Commissioner and former Chairperson of the Bicol University Board of Regents, Dr. Nenaline Defensor. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the conferment rites proper. Thank you to all the participants. May we now invite the Governor of the Province of Albay, Honorable Joey Sarte Salceda, to introduce the President.
Mga kababayan, ang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas, Presidente Benigno S. Aquino III.
Salamat po. Maupo tayo. Sabihin ko ba yung marahay na hapon? Tap. Diyos mabalos. Doon rin ho yun. Naalala ko pa rin lahat. Secretary Tati Licuanan, Senator Edgardo Angara, Governor Joey Sarte Salceda, my professor, Congressman Rodel Batocabe, President Lauraya, Commissioner Nenaline Defensor, Mr. Washington Sisit, Ms. Victoria Gatsterena, our idol Daniel Bitay Lacson, Mr. Reseto Chito Soprevenia, Bicol University officials, faculty and staff, honored guests, mga minamahal ko pong kababayan, marahay na hapon nga po. Kanina umaga po, meron tayong mga oath-taking ceremonies. There were these 2 kids, and they really were very cute kids. No? Then, it was a boy and a girl. The girl told me, I heard so many things about you. Nastiyakap po ako. Sabi ko, I hope they were good things. Niyakap naman ako ulit. So palagay ko, good. And I'm reminded of that this afternoon because I will admit, I still think about my mother a lot of times. I do pray to her quite a lot, especially when the problems are more than usual. And I guess if I can be a little bit informal, can I start out in this manner? We had occasion to, my sister and her husband celebrated their 26th wedding anniversary this year. And we went to a restaurant that was frequented by my family. And it has been a while since we went back to that restaurant because we used to spend New Year's Eve dinner with my mother in that particular restaurant. And after she passed away, it tends to emphasize that she isn't with us if we go back to that same restaurant. So this was the first occasion we went back. And don't worry, this will not be a sad story. At the end of the dinner, there was dessert, and they had buchi. And I was about to get a piece of the buchi. My sister said, wait a minute, you didn't ask for that. No, you are not authorized to get the buchi. And I had to tell her, sabi ko nung buhay ang mami, hindi lang isang klaseng buchi, several kinds of buchi ang nandito, and eat as much as you want. Nung wala na mami, makunat ka na ngayon. And 26th wedding anniversary, sabi ko, huwag ka maglala. Pagpunta ko sa Manila Memorial, ikukwento ko talaga itong pangapi mo sa akin. And I'm reminded of that sister because I tend to tease her a lot. Well, she actually teases me a lot more. And, I've been given several doctorates on an honoris causa basis. And she had to work for her master's. And unfortunately, her professor is one of my severest critics. So she was not given an easy time off it, but she did earn her master's degree, and she has been awarded that master's degree. So I keep telling her, next time you talk to me, please refer to me by my appropriate title, which is doctor. Since it's 5 times, you have to tell me doctor 5 times before you talk to me. And she said, you never even produced a single paper, and you have 5 doctorates, and I had to do so much to get my master's degree. Anyway, so much for my sister. Yung talagang nakaka-impress itong Bicol University, hindi ko dahil binigyan yun ng award ng mami. No? First, the prayer. No? If I can borrow the prayer that you had, I want to send it to certain religious members of the religious who seem to have forgotten what Ama Namin stands for as my Christian duty to them. No? Second, I am reminded of Dr. Arboleda. No? I understand. And I have to apologize. I keep forgetting his name. I'm very good with faces. I'm very good with the topics that were discussed. I can even recite yung positions that were taken on the issues 10 years after the fact or 20 years after the fact. Sometimes I can even tell the person what he was wearing, where we were, if we were seated, if we were standing up, and so on and so forth. But there is that difficulty of trying to remember all of the names. Anyway, Dr. Arboleda, when I met him, he was talking about cocoa technology. And he said, where did this come from? It started off from his noticing that there were so many studies done on rice and corn in the Bicol area. And he said, rice and corn are not the primary crops of the Bicol area. It's coconut. Therefore, if we are to be of service to the community, we should be studying coconut.